In today's fast-paced online world, we're bombarded with motivational content designed to ignite our passions and spur us into action. But here's the truth: motivation alone can only take us so far. To truly achieve our goals, we need something more, and that's hard work. Working towards a goal demands dedication and repetition. While there might be a few rare exceptions, the reality is that there are no easy shortcuts when it comes to achieving significant milestones, whether it's mastering a skill like driving or completing an academic degree. Many of us are bursting with motivation, yet struggle to translate that energy into tangible progress. We find ourselves stuck in a cycle of good intentions without any meaningful forward momentum. The missing ingredient? Self-discipline. Self-discipline is the cornerstone of success, requiring us to exercise control, adhere to schedules, and resist distractions. While it may not sound glamorous, self-discipline is the key to getting things done. But it's not just about checking tasks off a list. Self-discipline also brings inner peace. By providing structure and predictability, it reduces the stress caused by uncertainty, allowing us to focus on what truly matters. The Stoics understood the power of discipline, viewing it as a virtue alongside qualities like perseverance, endurance, and self-control. They believed in the importance of hard work and making the most of each day. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, observed that humans have an innate inclination towards industriousness. Seneca, another Stoic thinker, reminds us of the fleeting nature of life and urges us not to squander our time. In this video, we'll delve into Stoic philosophy to uncover insights that can help us cultivate self-discipline in our lives. So if you're ready to unlock your full potential and achieve your goals, then stick around. This is the path to mastering the art of self-discipline. Lesson number 10: Delayed gratification. Marcus Aurelius, the ancient Stoic philosopher, advocated a principle that transcends mere self-discipline. It's a gateway to greater freedom and profound satisfaction. In the Stoic perspective, mastering one's impulses through delayed gratification isn't about denying oneself pleasure. Instead, it's about attaining a higher form of fulfillment that resonates with one's values and long-term aspirations. Delayed gratification, as understood by the Stoics, entails strategically postponing immediate desires to secure more substantial and enduring rewards. It's about making choices that may not yield instant gratification but pave the way for lasting well-being and personal development. This principle holds particular significance in our contemporary culture of instant gratification, where the ability to wait for something better is a rare and precious skill. For Stoics like Aurelius, practicing delayed gratification was also about retaining mastery over one's desires. He argued that being enslaved to fleeting pleasures could strip away one's freedom, leaving them at the mercy of whims and impulses. Instead, by exercising restraint and basing our actions on reason and foresight, we cultivate a life not defined by temporary pleasures but by enduring tranquility and contentment. Incorporating delayed gratification into daily life can begin with simple habits. It could mean saving money rather than impulsively spending it, opting for a nutritious meal over fast food, or dedicating time to study or skill development instead of immediate leisure activities. Each of these choices reinforces the Stoic practice of prioritizing long-term benefits over short-term comforts. Furthermore, the benefits of this practice are extensive. Research in psychology supports the Stoic perspective, linking delayed gratification to better outcomes in career, education, health, and personal relationships. Individuals who can postpone immediate gratification often exhibit superior stress management, goal achievement, and lead healthier, more fulfilling lives. Lesson number 9: Believe in yourself. In the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, the notion of self-discipline echoes throughout his reflections, emphasizing the vital significance of self-reliance. To count on oneself isn't merely an act of independence, it's a fundamental tenet of Stoic philosophy, highlighting personal accountability and autonomy. This philosophy doesn't advocate for isolation or the rejection of assistance from others. Rather, it underscores the understanding that the ultimate responsibility for our actions, reactions, and personal growth lies within us. In Stoicism, the principle of focusing on what we can control reigns supreme. Aurelius frequently delved into the power of the self when facing life's myriad challenges. By relying on ourselves, we tap into our innate resilience and strength. This principle isn't about fostering arrogance, it's about cultivating confidence through competence and a profound understanding of our own capabilities and virtues. The concept of self-reliance is both liberating and daunting, especially in our modern, interconnected world where opinions and advice bombard us incessantly. Yet, Stoicism teaches us to filter out the noise and trust in our rational judgments. Aurelius believed that this internal guidance, rooted in reason and virtue, was the most reliable counsel one could have. Counting on ourselves also fosters autonomy in our decision-making. It empowers us to make choices that align with our values and principles, rather than succumbing to external pressures or fleeting emotions. This autonomy is vital for maintaining personal integrity and living a life true to oneself. So, how do we truly learn to count on ourselves? It starts with small steps, making commitments and honoring them, setting personal goals and pursuing them independently, and taking time to reflect on our decisions and their alignment with our core values. Over time, these practices bolster our self-discipline, making us more resilient and grounded in the face of life's challenges. Lesson number 8. Work every day. Marcus Aurelius was a staunch advocate of the persistence principle, not just in body but in spirit, day in and day out. For him, this wasn't about sporadic, monumental efforts, but the quiet, steady dedication to daily tasks that shape a disciplined life. To Aurelius, showing up every day was more than a routine, it was living in harmony with nature, actively participating in life, and contributing to the world through our actions, no matter how small. Each day, he saw as a new opportunity, not for grand battles, but for proving one's commitment to principles and duties. In a world full of distractions and fleeting motivations, consistency gains even more significance. It's easy to feel inspired one day and off track the next, but Stoicism teaches us the value of steady, everyday effort. It's not the intensity, but the regularity of our actions that cultivates true discipline. This doesn't mean every day needs to be a masterpiece of productivity. Rather, it's about not letting a day slip by unnoticed or unutilized. Whether it's advancing in our careers, improving our health, or deepening our relationships, progress in any area requires the simple, often overlooked commitment to show up every day. Moreover, showing up every day is deeply intertwined with the Stoic practice of mindfulness, being present in the now and doing today's work today, without the burdens of yesterday's failures or tomorrow's worries. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about focusing on the present, about doing the task at hand to the best of one's ability. This focus is what turns routine into ritual and effort into improvement. To cultivate this discipline, start small. Decide what showing up means for you. It could be as simple as writing a single paragraph of that book you've been meaning to write, doing a 5-minute workout, or spending 10 uninterrupted minutes with a loved one. The scale isn't what transforms us, it's the act of showing up itself. Every day that you meet your commitment, you reinforce your willpower and build the resilience that defines Stoic philosophy. By adopting this daily practice, you embody the Stoic belief in personal responsibility and continuous self-improvement. You become a living testament to the idea that while we may not control the outcomes, we can control our efforts. In the consistent act of showing up, we find the discipline necessary to lead a purposeful and fulfilling life. Lesson number 7. Ignore haters. In the realm of personal growth, there's a concept that transcends mere disregard for negative feedback. It's about forging a mental resilience that anchors you to your beliefs and objectives, even when others doubt or criticize you. For Stoics, The endorsement or disapproval of others lies outside our sphere of control, and thus, it shouldn't dictate our sense of worth or direction. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, delved extensively into this idea, stressing the importance of focusing solely on actions and beliefs within our own domain of control. He believed that genuine tranquility emanates from within and remains impervious to external judgment. Stoic indifference isn't about brushing off others, it's about nurturing an internal locus of control. It teaches us to filter out distractions that hinder our progress or contradict our values. In today's world, where opinions abound and criticism is just a click away, ignoring detractors is imperative. While constructive criticism can be a catalyst for growth, baseless negativity shouldn't derail us. Stoicism urges us to assess the source and intention behind criticism. Is it informed? Is it well-intentioned? Does it resonate with our values? Moreover, embracing this principle requires constructing a personal philosophy sturdy enough to withstand external pressures. It's about having faith in our decisions and actions, not out of hubris, but from a profound understanding of our values and objectives. This is the daily practice of Marcus Aurelius, not just as a ruler, but as a human striving for virtue in a complex world. Ignoring naysayers also fortifies our emotional resilience, making us less susceptible to negativity and more attuned to our long-term goals. In a society fixated on social validation, the ability to break free from this cycle and remain true to oneself is both rare and empowering. By embracing the Stoic practice of disregarding naysayers, we safeguard our mental space and consciously allocate our emotional energy. It's about silencing external distractions to focus on the internal dialogue that truly shapes our lives. Lesson number 6. Find your purpose. In the heart of Marcus Aurelius's philosophy lies the conviction that self-discipline commences with the discovery of your purpose. But what does it truly mean to uncover your purpose? It's about unveiling what genuinely resonates with you, what propels you at your core, and aligning your daily endeavors with that profound calling. Aurelius often mused about living in accordance with nature, which, in Stoic terms, entails understanding your place in the grand scheme of things and acting in harmony with your virtues. For Aurelius, purpose wasn't just some lofty notion, it was a pragmatic compass that directed every facet of his life, from the trivial to the monumental. He believed that grasping one's purpose is what propels you out of bed each morning, ready to confront the day's challenges. It's what anchors you when temptations lure you astray. And it's not about grandiose accomplishments or external commendations, but about fulfilling life's duties, executing each task with dedication and integrity. In the contemporary world, discovering your purpose can seem daunting. We inhabit a realm teeming with choices and diversions that can divert us from our authentic paths. This is where Stoic wisdom proves not merely beneficial, but imperative. Stoicism urges us to strip away the veneer of superficial desires and fleeting emotions to uncover what is truly essential for our well-being and evolution. It prompts us to query ourselves: what is genuinely worth my time and effort? How can my actions today contribute to the greater good and my personal growth? As we contemplate how to enact this principle in our lives, consider what naturally captivates you, where you find profound contentment, or what challenges you feel compelled to tackle. These are hints to your purpose. And once identified, the Stoic ritual of daily reflection becomes invaluable. By continually aligning your actions with your purpose, by declining what doesn't serve you and embracing what does, you cultivate the self-discipline requisite to lead a meaningful and impactful life. Let's internalize this wisdom from Marcus Aurelius and implement it daily. Each morning, ask yourself, what am I meant to do today? And each evening, reflect, have I remained true to my purpose? Over time, this practice will not only fortify your self-discipline but also transfigure your life into a more purposeful and gratifying odyssey. Lesson number 5. Focus on things you can control. This principle draws a line between what we control and what we don't, urging us to direct our energy towards what we can influence. It might seem simple, but it has a profound impact on how we handle life's hurdles, reducing anxiety and fostering a deeper sense of peace and resilience. So, what falls within our control? According to Stoicism, it's primarily our own actions, reactions, and judgments. Our thoughts, our will, our responses, these are the battlegrounds where we have agency. Everything external, like the weather, the actions of others, or global events, lies beyond our direct control. Marcus Aurelius hammered this point home in his Meditations, noting that getting upset over things outside our control is not only futile but harmful to our well-being. Practicing the dichotomy of control begins with this realization. While we can influence external events, we can't entirely control them. The Stoic accepts this not passively, but as a liberating truth. By focusing on our own actions and releasing our attachment to outcomes, we can maintain our tranquility and effectiveness regardless of circumstances. This doesn't mean becoming indifferent or detached. Instead, it's about engaging more constructively with the world, channeling our efforts where they can truly make a difference. Applying the dichotomy of control means asking ourselves, is this within my control, before reacting to any situation? If it's not, the Stoic practice is to let it go and move on. Of course, this is easier said than done. It requires practice, mindfulness, and occasional reminders of what truly lies within our sphere of influence. Moreover, this practice has practical implications for how we set goals and expect outcomes. While we strive for our goals, tying our happiness or self-worth to external factors sets us up for frustration. Instead, Stoicism teaches us to find satisfaction in the pursuit itself, in our adherence to our values, and in the effort we put forth. Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic philosophers didn't promise a life without challenges. Instead, they offered a strategy for maintaining inner peace and dignity regardless of life's ups and downs. By practicing this principle, we not only enhance our own lives but also influence those around us. Our example of calmness and resilience in the face of life's uncertainties can inspire others to do the same. Lesson number 4, practice a few moments of hardship daily. The ancient Stoic practice, championed by the likes of Marcus Aurelius, transcends the mere act of deliberately making life challenging. It's a profound method of preparing oneself for life's unpredictable twists, fortifying resilience, and deepening appreciation for life's blessings. Aurelius and his fellow Stoics believed that willingly embracing discomfort primes the mind for times when life throws us curveballs. This can mean opting out of luxuries, enduring physical challenges, or simply making daily decisions that require self-denial. The rationale is clear. By becoming accustomed to hardship, sudden adversities won't knock us off balance. It's akin to training our mental resilience muscles, ensuring we can confront life's trials with a calm and composed mind. But why should we willingly choose discomfort in a world that constantly offers us comfort on a silver platter? The answer lies in the very essence of Stoic philosophy. Growth often occurs at the boundaries of our comfort zones. By willingly stepping into discomfort, we not only push our mental and emotional limits but also expand them. This practice isn't about punishing oneself, it's about shifting our perspective. Rather than seeing comfort as a necessity, we view it as a luxury that we can live without if we so choose. In embracing voluntary hardship, we also cultivate gratitude. It's easy to take everyday comforts for granted, but when we occasionally go without, we begin to appreciate them more deeply. Skipping a meal heightens gratitude for the food we have, while opting to walk instead of drive deepens gratitude for mobility and health. Furthermore, voluntary hardship connects us with the reality faced by many people involuntarily every day. This connection fosters empathy, humility, and a deeper understanding of the human condition, grounding us in the shared reality of our world. So how can we incorporate this practice into our lives? Start small. Choose something manageable, like waking up an hour earlier than usual, limiting technology use for a day, or taking the stairs instead of the elevator. The key isn't in the scale of the hardship, but in its regularity and intention. Each act of voluntary discomfort is a step toward greater mental fortitude and self-discipline. Lesson number 3. Don't act like a victim. In the vast landscape of personal development, one philosophy stands out with unwavering clarity: the profound ethos of personal responsibility intertwined with the Stoic commitment to self-mastery. This isn't just about weathering life's storms, it's about dancing in the rain with an unyielding spirit. Stoicism, with its roots firmly planted in ancient wisdom, beckons us to seize the reins of control over our perceptions and reactions. At its core lies a simple yet potent truth: our happiness and peace of mind are not dictated by the whims of external circumstances, but rather by our internal state. Picture this: instead of viewing ourselves as unfortunate victims of fate, we become the architects of our own destiny. Each trial, each tribulation, becomes a test, an opportunity to flex our resilience muscles. It's about shifting the lens through which we view the world, from focusing on what happens to us, to how we respond to what happens. Consider this: every external event, no matter how dire, comes with a choice. Do we allow it to define us, to mold us into victims, or do we rise above, steering our ship with unwavering resolve? By choosing the latter, we reject the notion that our emotional well-being is at the mercy of external forces. But let's not mistake this for denial. It's about embracing our challenges head-on, while acknowledging our capacity to transcend them. It's about transforming adversity into opportunity, stumbling blocks into stepping stones. So how do we put this philosophy into action? It starts with a deep introspection of our habitual responses to adversity. Do we point fingers, seeking external scapegoats, or do we take ownership of our reactions? Do we waste precious energy lamenting our circumstances, or do we channel that energy into constructive action? This isn't about stifling our emotions. It's about understanding them, harnessing them, and channeling them towards growth. It's about embracing the full spectrum of human experience: pain, joy, disappointment, and triumph, and emerging stronger on the other side. Moreover, Stoicism invites us to view every obstacle as an opportunity to hone our virtues, to sculpt our character. It's a call to arms, challenging us to embody fortitude, perseverance, and resilience in the face of adversity. And herein lies the beauty of Stoicism: by refusing to play the victim, we reclaim our emotional independence. We erect an inner fortress of calm and equanimity, from which we navigate life's tumultuous seas with grace and poise. Now, let's be clear: this isn't about becoming Stoic automatons, devoid of feeling or passion. It's about achieving a state of emotional balance, where our happiness isn't held hostage by external circumstances. It's about living in alignment with our deepest principles, regardless of the storms that rage around us. So, my friends, let us embrace the Stoic ideal. Let us seize control of our destinies, navigate life's twists and turns with unwavering resolve, and emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient than ever before. Lesson number 2: review and reflect your day. Reflecting on your day goes beyond just listing events. It's a deep dive into your thoughts, actions, and reactions. It's about examining if these align with your values and Stoic virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. This introspection is vital. It's a feedback loop that heightens awareness of your choices. For Stoics, this daily review isn't about dwelling on mistakes or self-criticism. It's about observation and adjustment. Marcus Aurelius used this to balance his duties as an emperor and his growth as a philosopher. Integrating this into modern life is immensely rewarding. Ending each day with quiet reflection, you ask, how did I handle challenges? Did I uphold my principles? What could I have done better? These questions deepen self-awareness and guide intentional living. This practice fosters peace and closure, addressing lingering thoughts and stresses directly. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to lose sight of deeper goals amid distractions. By reviewing your day honestly, you embrace gentle yet rigorous self-accountability, acknowledging strengths and areas for growth without judgment. This Stoic habit cultivates resilience and wisdom, making you both the student and teacher in your life's journey. It's about learning from experiences and embodying Stoic virtues. Over time, this practice transforms not just how you view days, but how you live, bringing you closer to your cherished ideals. Lesson number 1. Find a company of wise people. In our quest for wisdom, we often turn to the lives of those who have mastered virtues we aim to cultivate. Emulating wise individuals isn't about mere imitation. It's about drawing inspiration from their examples to enrich our own character and judgment. Marcus Aurelius, despite his imperial status, frequently extolled the virtues of others, past and present. He viewed emulating these figures as a means to internalize their strengths and virtues. For Marcus and his fellow Stoics, wisdom wasn't merely theoretical knowledge but a practical tool for living well, best understood through the actions of those who effectively applied these principles. Selecting whom to emulate is crucial. It involves identifying individuals who embody Stoic virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These individuals could be historical figures, contemporaries, or even characters from literature who exhibit resilience, ethical integrity, and rational thinking. The key is to find role models whose lives offer guidance on facing challenges with grace and determination. Today, this principle requires a deliberate choice of role models whose values resonate with our aspirations. It's more than admiration, it's about closely observing how these individuals navigate life, make decisions, and overcome adversity. By doing so, we ask ourselves, what aspects of their approach or mindset can I integrate into my own life for better conduct and decision-making? Emulating wise individuals bridges the gap between abstract philosophical concepts and everyday actions. It provides tangible examples of how Stoic principles can be lived out, making these ideals not only accessible but also compelling. When we witness the real-life impact of Stoic virtues in the lives of those we admire, it reinforces our commitment to growth and excellence. Engaging in this dynamic form of learning and self-improvement is proactive. By surrounding ourselves with the influence of virtuous individuals, we set high standards for our behavior and decisions. This propels us toward becoming the wise individuals we seek to emulate. If you have made it this far in the video, I have another great practice for you that can help you drastically improve self-discipline. It's called Digital Detox. In the era of digital dominance, we're swamped with notifications, social media, and instant gratification. But to truly master self-discipline, it's time for a digital detox. Take regular breaks from screens and reconnect with yourself. Mindful consumption is key in a world of excess. Be deliberate about what you consume, food, information, or possessions, and ask if it aligns with your values. Social media often breeds unhealthy comparisons. Remember, people showcase their highlights, not their everyday struggles. Focus on your growth, not on measuring up to others. As mentioned earlier, instant gratification is tempting in our modern world, but resist it. Embrace delayed gratification for long-term benefits over short-term pleasures. Harness modern technology for continuous learning. Dive into online courses, podcasts, and audiobooks daily to expand your knowledge and skills. Like the Stoics, use mindfulness to control your thoughts and actions in the digital realm. First, practice digital mindfulness by setting specific times for engaging with technology and disconnecting at other times. Mindful consumption involves pausing before consuming digital content to understand your intentions. Apply mindfulness to your work with deep, distraction-free sessions. Boost productivity and reinforce discipline. At the end of each day or week, reflect mindfully on your digital interactions. Adjust your habits to promote well-being and self-discipline. And that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you so much for being with us on this beautiful journey. If this video helped you in any way, then feel free to drop a like. Take it easy, and I will see you soon.